Hello and welcome back to Nuzlocke Vlogs, where I talk about my life and give updates on things I'm working on. Well, I do a Pokemon Nuzlocke, and last time, my Pokemon Soul Silver run kinda ran into some trouble where I got a full team wipe against Sabrina, so we're not going to talk about that, and instead, we're going to be playing Pokemon White, and this is a game that I haven't played much. I have beat this game once, like 14 years ago when it first came out. I've tried replaying it like 3 times, always as a Nuzlocke, always had the Nuzlocke end. So, this will be different. Playing a game that I've never checked, just checking my frame rate. Um, I have never Nuzlocked this game before. It's a hard game to Nuzlocke, from what I remember. Hopes, dreams, discoveries. I don't fucking remember that walking through a wall and turning into a different person. Is that like a. I don't fucking know. Anyway, Pokemon White. Pokemon White. So, what's going on in my life? Which trainer is better? I think the guy trainer actually looks a little bit better in this game. Tonight, I had to go to a rodeo to cover it for my journalism job. And it was, God, it was so fucking redneck. It's just the most redneck place on the fucking planet. Like those goddamn people at the rodeo. And it's like, it features the classic redneck trait of just licking so many fucking boots. So it starts with first, I always do a little face. Yes. First, they play a country song about America the Beautiful is great, fuck yeah, America. I don't remember the actual song, and they play that, and as that's playing, they have like a woman on a horse. It's not fucking spring, it is September right now. This game is broken. That woman is walking diagonally at night. I do actually like this game's opening. Just so they have woman ride out with flag. Everyone takes off their hats, put them on their heart for this country song, which is apparently the national anthem, and then they do the Pledge of Allegiance, and then they do the national anthem. We get it, we get it. Like, and then they give a fucking speech about they do a prayer before the rodeo about God bless the troops, and it's like that's enough. What's my trainer ID? Because I need to know that it is. Where's the ID? Oh, there it is. 8. 8 is water, I believe. I don't want to do water because there's most common. Whatever. I'm gonna do an Oshawott. I am doing an Oshawott, but like, so they have a prayer for like God bless the soldiers because they fight for our freedoms by opening up their secret prisons where the Constitution doesn't exist. Like, just endless fucking bootlicking. Well, all I want to do is watch a dude get bucked off a horse so bad that his neck breaks. You know, is that like the appeal? Like watching people get hurt? I'm not sure. Um, just endless. And this is the worst part. The worst part of this fucking endless bootlicking you get in the Midwest is before this kid comes out to read the Pledge of Allegiance, and they have this woman come on and off with the American flag like 4 times before he does the Pledge of Allegiance. The announcer says, "I talked to this kid, and he told me that his favorite part of school." This is like an 8-year-old boy. His favorite part of school is that every day they say the Pledge of Allegiance, and I call BS on that. That child does not enjoy saying the Pledge of Allegiance. Isn't his favorite part of school. It's no one's favorite part of. Okay, run over. Oshawott's dead. Well, that was a good run. I've never done a successful Nuzlocke of Pokemon White, and I guess I'm not doing it now either. Actually, no, I'm going to continue this. I do like the rule of starting when you get Pokeballs, or like in Johto when you like leave town. It starts when you have control because this is on autopilot. I'm not going to restart this run because of something that was completely out of my control. That's bullshit. Okay, Let's turn Oshawott back on. You're a fucking zombie otter now. You're a goddamn zombie. But yeah, like no 8-year old is saying my favorite thing is saying the Pledge of Allegiance. Like, that part every morning when you're tired and they just okay, everyone stand up and stare at the wall and say how much you love the government and love all the war crimes US commits. Like no fucking child likes that. That's ridiculous. If the kid does genuinely like that, I hope he gets bullied. I genuinely hope he gets bullied. And that's mean, but also bootlicker. Um, yeah, it was an okay rodeo. Like the first event, I didn't stay for the whole thing, but they started it like as a pre-show. Is they called it mutton busting, where it's little kids riding on sheep, like doing the bucking bronco thing, but with sheep, and that was fun. But those kids just caught almost immediately. Every single one of them gets thrown off into the there's fucking bats around. It's a symbol. I must become Batman. Like, I don't know this game very well, and I'm skipping dialogue because I'm talking. You have to talk going here, right? Yeah. But those kids just get thrown off immediately. And finally, the main rodeo starts with like horse riding, and immediately, call the EMTs. This went bad. That like teenager on the horse, he got like dangled, like caught on the horse and just dragged by it, and they had to like have the other guys in horses like lasso the horse to stop it, and like half a dozen grown men like tackling this horse to hold it down as it's like flailing around so they can unhook this kid so he doesn't die, like, and saying like, "Ooh, yeah, let's call the EMT." He was completely fine, by the way. He was fine, but like, that's a fun way to start it. And also, like, I'm taking these photos because I'm a journalist, and I'm like up by the fence sticking my camera through, and hey, that angry horse is running close up. This is awesome. I get these shots. Oh, it's getting close. Oh shit, it's getting close. It's gonna slam into the. It was all right. It was fine. Kind of boring, but it was fine. And I'm not paying attention. Did I get permission to leave town? Like, remember this game? I remember thinking this game was really well written when I was 10. I don't know how it holds up, but can I leave town, mother? Am I allowed to start my Pokemon journey now? I don't know. Thing I do during these Nuzlocke vlogs, I'm kind of reintroducing the concept because, it's a new run, is I read comments and I name my Pokemon after commenters. And why didn't I get a chance to name my Oshawott? Did I accidentally beat through my chance to name my Oshawott? That's bad, because I was going to name it PastelX7, who, on my Dave Strider video essay comments, I think Davepeta squared works, because Nepeta main trait is love, so Dave came to accept himself. Nepeta, I don't think, hated herself, so Dave Sprite felt self-love for the first time, along with understanding he was indeed heroic, that he is the hero he thinks he is, and no longer a less Dave, both coming to terms with a new life to self-acceptance and becoming a hero their own way through self-sacrifice, that being one of the things they have in common. I have two others I can think of, and it being irony and trying to keep friends together. Like, Nepeta is just as cringy as Dave tries to joke about Nepeta having her weird ship wall, but it was a way of her trying to make her friends get along. Dave always trying to maintain his coolness for his friends. I don't know if this made any sense, but I just understood why they fused being a simp for Nepeta. I don't know. I mean, maybe, I guess. Like, actually, Nepeta likes herself a lot, so being fused with Nepeta is good for Dave's self-esteem. I guess. Maybe. Who knows? I do think Davepeta is kind of a thing that comes out of nowhere and is just like, oh, this is a thing that is happening. But they are a fun character, and, I like Davepeta more than I like any of the other endings for Dave Sprite that I've seen, as, like, because what I'm currently working on is a video on all of the other Homestuck endings, because so many people have, like, I'm going to do my own ending comic, and it's going to be better than the original ending, and it's going to fix all the problems, and every single time, I swear to God, like, it is worse. Like, a lot of the comics aren't very good. I have been trying to read through. Don't KO it. Good. I've been trying to. It's been weeks just trying to get through Double Death of the Author, and I really don't like Double Death of the Author. I think it is boring and misses all the charm of Homestuck and just the worst pace of any of the comics I've read. It occasionally has genuinely cool ideas and moments that work, but I think Double Death of the Author is very overrated. And I'll figure out how to say that in a way that is nice when I make that video, because these get less views than my professional written video essays, and the dog gets named after the Davepeta commenter because I accidentally forgot to name my Oshawott. Let me, hold on. Name Raider. Black White. Hold on, where is the Name Raider? Castelia City, that isn't too far. My nameless partner will remain nameless for now, I guess. Also, let's update my UI, which I am prepared. There. Okay. So, I'm also working on the third video in a series of videos about whether Batman's a fascist, and I just yesterday watched through Batman Forever for this project, and man, that movie sucks. I'm sorry, I just think it's a terrible Batman movie. My biggest problem with it is that it places so much heavy emphasis on Batman's repressed memories. Batman is regaining repressed memories. He's finally remembering something that he's forgotten, something super important that it will change his life. And what he eventually regains is, oh right, when I was a kid, I fell into the Batcave and saw a bat, and that's what inspired me to use bats as my symbol. Shocking, you know? That's a thing that every other fucking version of Batman knows. They know that they decided to become bat-themed because they saw a bat omen. It's not quite exact as the classic comic version of it, flying through the window. But yeah, he decided to become Batman because he saw a bat. That's the revelation. And it's because the film was mangled and there's a lot of deleted scenes. The original plan in the script is, what? Sure, I have 2 Pokemon. Well, I have 2 Pokemon. Good. Don't fucking call me. I don't want your phone call, Professor. Screw you. I'm free. I'm out of town. But, so in the original script for Batman Forever, it's Batman is having these nightmares, repressed memories of as he was a kid. He was really I want to see Zorro. I want to go to the movies. And then, they get shot, and he blames himself. And that's the thing that's in a lot of Batman stories. I hate that plot point. I think it's dumb as hell, but whatever. It's better than his repressed memories being that he saw a bat once. What the fuck? What? And the ultimate review. Oh, also, Batman gets shot in the head, and then he's just fine the next scene because there was originally consequences with it, but they deleted that scene, so just Two-Face shoots Batman in the head, and Batman is fine. Originally, it was supposed to give him, amnesia, and he would have to, go into the Batcave and regain his memories. That's the end of the repressed memories plot, where he remembers he's Batman, and also, he will have learned that, actually, his parents wanted to go anyway, so he has no guilt at all. Which is, honestly, that's a weird way to phrase it, because that implies that his guilt would have been accurate, blaming himself for wanting to see a movie because his parents got mugged to death, would be his fault. That's kind of dumb. But, again, it's better than just there being so much time dedicated to Batman's repressed memories, and then that not mattering at all, and just being stupid bullshit. And time for Rival 3, N, who is the best rival in any Pokemon. Well, the problem with N is that he changes his team every battle, which kind of defeats the purpose of a rival, because you see their team build with yours, and I mean that fits with N as a character. I like N as a character. N's a good rival, and he's a good champion. Everyone forgets. No one ever calls N champion, but he's the fucking champion. You fight him after the Elite Four, and also, he beat the Elite Four. He beat Alder. He's as much a champion as like Blue should be, but they don't call him champion, so no one considers him a champion. And should be a champion. Is my point. Now let's kick his green-haired ass. The other like thing in Batman Forever that's just stupid and doesn't go anywhere is Riddler's Riddlers. Riddler is leaving riddles for Batman, and they're stupid, not very good riddles. Like one is like, I have 12 numbers on my face. What am I? A clock. Ah, you solved the riddle, Batman. Only you, the world's greatest detective, could figure out that the answer to the riddle, what has 12 numbers on its face, is a clock. And at the end, Batman puts the riddles together, and it's like, these riddles, the numbers on them, spell out M-R-E. Mr. E. What's another word for a mystery? Enigma. Mr. Edward Nigma is the Riddler. That's like his real name, though. Like, he's just a guy named the Riddler. Or he's just named Enigma. Which means that, like, what the fuck? Like, Batman could have... It's not that... It's like the jump from Mr. E. Does that mean it's talking about Edward? No, it means mystery as in a synonym for it, Enigma. Wait, that's Edward Nigma's name. Of course. And, like, you know what else was a clue that there was an enigma in this puzzle? The fact that you were sent riddles. Like, it isn't even that the riddles spell out enigma. It's that they spell out mystery, which is what they are. Like, the solution to mystery is mystery. Oh my god, it's Edward Nigma. And, like, the problem is that information doesn't matter. Like, nothing changes, really, from Batman knowing that Riddler... Wait, I know there's nothing in the trash cans. Batman... Like, okay, Batman learns what the audience already knew. The Enigma is Riddler. That's not satisfying for the audience, though, because the audience, like, already knew that. They already knew that Enigma was the Riddler. They knew that fucking Jim Carrey was the Riddler. So, like, your big twist that the movie is building to is something that was established for the audience an hour and a half ago. It just doesn't work. Also, there's Robin in that movie, and Batman adopts him, but he's 25. Like, I know he's supposed to be a teenager, but that is an adult man who you have just adopted. Oh, thank you, Mom, for the running shoes. Why did you call me when you were, like... Admittedly, I've done that with my parents before. Called them when they were just in another room. Now I can run fast. Like, it's just a stupid, stupid movie. It's not bad because it's silly. It's bad because there's just a bunch of plot points that don't really go anywhere or matter, you know? That's my problem with Batman Forever. Also, why is it called Batman Forever? Forever is like the pun title that you do for your fourth movie, you know? But it's the third movie, and Batman and Robin isn't the one where it's Batman and Robin. It's the one where it's Batman, Robin, and Batgirl. The one where they become Batman and Robin. The one that's all about Batman getting a sidekick named Robin is Batman Forever, which is the third one. Like, these titles should be swapped. Okay? And we get in the fucking ball, bitch. I'm in a mean move. So Robin's in that movie, and Robin is fine. He's okay. Like, I like the plot line about Batman, like, teaching him, don't be revenged like I was in the last two movies. Like, that's fine. But I don't think Batman and Robin really work together as a duo, because we get basically no time of them being a team, you know? And I'm not super fond of Chris O'Donnell's performance, but, you know, that's fine. It's better than... The other big plot line is Batman's relationship with Chase Meridian, this psychologist, and that's a fun plot line, because she is just so down bad for Batman. I didn't know it was possible to be this down bad. She moves to Gotham specifically because she's down bad for Batman. In her second scene, she turns on the bat signal to call him for a booty call. Like, she says, actually it's because something Two-Face likes coins. And Batman's like, you called me for that? That's why you called me? Saying there in a low-cut dress while swanky saxophone music plays, and you rub my bat nipples. Like, I do just... It's just fun that a character her main motivation is just she really, really wants to fuck Batman. You know, um, what else in that movie? What else in that movie? I don't know. It's just kind of a meh movie. I think it's probably the worst of the classic Batman movies, admittedly. And we got another comment from Demopan 1067. The pirouette off the handle, the Tumblr post, the whole reason I clicked this video. Ha ha. And no, you can't get me into Homestuck. No, no, no. Yeah, I have no fucking clue what they're talking about. Actually, maybe. There's a Tumblr post that's going around where someone says, like, they say acrobatic pirouette off the fucking handle. And, like, someone's like, what the fuck is that phrase? What are you talking about? And they're like, that's a quote from Homestuck. And they show the panel that I show in this video. And that leads to a just overcomplicated description of people discussing that scene. And the acrobatic pirouette off the handle. Yeah, I'm going back to healing, and also I'm going to end this video now. My nameless Oshawott, my rock, remains nameless, and I'm going to go get items in that town that I skipped getting items in because I don't know where the items are and don't want to waste your time. Oh, one more thing. I started watching, like, The Simpsons, season 13, because I stopped watching when I was younger. I stopped watching after 12, and it's rough. It's okay. It's very hit or miss. But it was interesting, like the first episode of the season. Treehouse of Horror. Oh no, they say a racial slur so many times in this episode. Oh, they say it like 50 goddamn times. Oh, stop calling that woman that. That is a very derogatory term for Romani people. And I know that often in the US it's used as a generic term. A lot of people don't know that's like a slur. A lot of people flat out don't know that it refers to an ethnic group. They just think it like means fortune teller. But no, that's oh, don't say that. All right, this is a cool house where it adds, but I don't play the music. I just do my talking. And the other thing is that reminds me. There's like, can we talk about the fact that there's a DC comic superhero whose name is an ethnic slur? For an ethnicity that I'm not even sure she's a part of. Cynthia Reynolds has the best superhero identity I've ever heard of. Anyway, this is over now. Yay.